let's get started. Again, we're going to be talking about the MapSync tools. Primarily, we're going to be talking about the Publisher toolbar and the GPS to GIS toolbar. Of course, we always talk about everyday technology and everyday work. Our purpose is to let you take the technology that you already have, such as phones and tablets, use the cloud, your internet service, and be able to take your GIS data and get your work done in an efficient manner, timely manner, and still maintain the accuracy of that data. So the two MapSync add-ins that we're going to be talking about, and these are Esri add-ins, add-ins for the Esri product, is the MapSync GsGo Publish toolbar, which we'll start with first. And we will discuss the implementation of these, how to download and install those at the end of the presentation. The first tool on the MapSync Publish Tools toolbar is the Export to GeoSync Go. This tool will allow you to export data layers from your ArcGIS desktop product, including shapefiles, your personal geodatabase, and file geodatabase, and put those out for use in the GeoSync Go products in the format of a GeoSearch layer file, which is a .xml file. The second tool on the toolbar is the GeoSearch Builder. The GeoSearch Builder will open up a dialog box that allows you to build an address search engine database. This uses your local intelligent address data, such as address points and road center lines, and allows you to search on that. You can modify the lookup settings for your local field names, and where you have determined what the field name match is, you can retrieve that for future updates. The GeoSearch can be used in ArcMap as well as the GeoSync Go desktop application. The third tool on your MapSync Publish tools is the GsGo Search tool. This allows you to search on individual layers, both for an address or a specific road. Your results that you get after a search can be the assigned address location. For example, there is a point for 3250 Blazer that we see here in the search that's been done. There's also a response, a result, where the address was calculated by the road range. So you can choose either one of those and zoom to that. It does use the GeoSearch database, searches on both addresses and roads. There's also a tab on this dialog that allows you to do what's called a quick search. And this will let you filter down so that it can start with a particular text string or simply contain that text string in the contents. This will search on any point feature, and it is created in GeoSync Go. The fourth tool on the Publish Tools toolbar is the XG Publisher tool. This allows you to publish maps out for use in other GeoSync products. It does require an Arc Publisher extension, and it uses the other GeoSync tools such as your GeoSearch, linked media, and the web maps. It does allow you to take out your linked media configuration so that if you have linked media to your points or to your data, it will let you take that configuration out so that you still have that extra step of copying that media out to the location, but it retains those links so that everything remains linked up to the points. The Web Map Viewer tool lets you choose a location on your map from inside of the ARC product and then view that location in commercial web maps such as your Bing Maps or Google Maps, simply by selecting that in ArcMap. It gives you easy access to the tools that are already built into these commercial web maps, such as doing directions. You click a location, and then you can very quickly do driving directions, add stops, and create a walking tour if you choose. And that simply gives you that starting point from inside of ArcMap. The Get XY Coordinate tool allows you to choose a position on the map, and it will then display the X and Y, the lat and long, as well as a custom selection from the drop-down there on the dialog box. If elevation information is available, you can display that as well. on the GeoSearch tab that's in that same dialog. If you click on that, you can display the street name, a calculated address, a nearest place, that's based on the address point, the nearest intersection based on your roads layer, and then the state and county information if that was available in your data. The view and link media, and media can consist of images, PDF files, audio files, really any digital content. Your primary limitations will be internet speed for syncing purposes and then the amount of cloud storage that you have. But you can link that media up to features, and that will be displayed in GeoSync Go, GeoSync Go Plus, and GeoSync Go Desktop. You simply select the tool and then click on the feature and add that media to the map features. This does require custom configuration in order to do this. Next, we're going to talk about the MapSync GPS to GIS toolbar. And this one's going to be a little bit different. We're going to go through this in the format that you would normally do your workflow, not necessarily from left to right on the toolbar. In fact, the first icon that we're going to look at is the next to last one, which is our settings. The settings tool allows us to configure our PFO information. Now, all of the tools, with the exception of the Append tool, is going to require a valid license of Trimble GPS Pathfinder Office. On the Settings tab, you can modify the location of your software, the location of your transfer utility location file, and then the location where your Quick Plan utility resides. And you can change where your project changer and update utility files reside. So if you've not used the default standard installation of Pathfinder Office, if it's in a location, say it's on a server or a custom location, maybe you have multiple drives in your computer and you didn't install this on the C drive, this is where you would come and make those changes, is on this setting tab. What this does, this GPS to GIS tool, gives you the ability to pull in the PFO programs from inside of the ARC program so that you have easy access to it without having multiple programs running on your desktop. So if you needed to open up your data dictionary to either create or edit the existing one, you would choose the third icon on the toolbar. This opens up the dialog box for your data dictionary, and you can create or edit those dictionaries from this dialog box. The PFO data transfer, which is the second icon, allows you to move data to and from your Trimble GPS device. You can move data files, waypoints, your data dictionaries, backgrounds, etc. The PFO differential correction allows you to correct data that you've collected in the field and do that post-processing. It opens, again, that dialog box opens directly from inside of ARC. And then we can export that data out to be used in GIS. That will export the GPS field data after you've corrected it. Shape files will automatically be added to the current ArcMap project after the export. If you want to append layers to your GIS, and this data can be GPS field collection or any other compatible data source, the dialog box will allow you to do custom field name matching that you can then save and retrieve for future use. It will filter the data during your append. This is especially helpful because there are built-in options and filters that will prevent you from appending duplicate data. Once you have performed the append, the update and append button there at the bottom, the GPS or other source layer will be prompted for removal. So you can say yes to take that out of your project and simply keep the appended data. One thing to note on this is you do need to add the source layer to your project prior to performing this step. Now, if you've seen these tools and you decide you like them and you want to implement them, then here are the steps for installation and setup. And it's really quite simple. They're available for download from GeoSyncGo.com on our products page. They are ArcGIS add-ins, so if you're familiar with that, it's just simply a matter of putting them on your computer and turning them on in ArcMap. If you go to GeoSyncGo.com, at present that will redirect you to www.mapsync.com, and you can choose products from the top right. On the products page, you can choose the tools that you want to download. For example, in this display, we see that the MapSync Publisher Tools has been selected. That activates the download button, and you can choose your ArcGIS product. At present, the one available for download is for any ArcGIS 10 products. When you click on that, you will get a download. You may be prompted to save that. Some browsers will rename that to a .zip during download. If that happens, you will want to rename that to the file extension that you see there on the screen, .esri add-in. Once that's available as a .esri add-in file, it's immediately accessible via the ArcMap. Let's see. Once that's been downloaded and implemented in Arc, you will want to open that toolbar up, select that toolbar, and choose the very last option. This is your sign-in and authorization screen. Now, this tool, if you activate or authorize one add-in, it will authorize all of the add-ins. So you'd simply need to sign in the one time. You will need a customer code, and that's available from the MapSync Services Support Team. You can contact us and we can get that code to you. And that is the overview of the GPS to GIS and Publisher Toolbar add-ins for ArcMap. If you have any questions, you can email us at info@cdpengineers.com, or you can go to www.geosyncgo.com